I'm putting the paint where it ain't. Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Yo, this is your host, Demetrius, with the PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Happy Sunday to everybody, man. I hope your Sunday's been going pretty good. I know mine has, man. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, we got a little bit of a conversation today. A little bit of a conversation to have, man. Shout out to Candy Girl. What up, Candy Girl? Good to see you, yo. Shout out to my head, yo. You know, we're going to get into this, man. This is a conversation that I think needs to happen. I believe is important. Haven't talked about it here on the channel yet. No, well, I talked about it inside the community section. Kind of got you guys' idea on kind of where you guys stand at. And I like all points and opinions on it. I think it's important. Cool. Good to see you. Good to see you, Miss Cool. I think it's important for us to really look at this thing, not emotionally, right? But to look at this thing for what it really is and to see what's the most for Dan Morgan and Brant Tillis to go into. Okay. We're going to explore that right now. Real quick, man, if you haven't done so, make sure that you double tap the screen for me. All right. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to Panthers Prime Podcast. All right. And you guys know what we do over here. You rocking with the channel. Show love, man. But we're gonna get into this content real quick, man, because I got a lot I want to say. All right. We're gonna kill this music real quick. All right. So Taylor Moton. We're gonna pull up. What up, Elaine? What's going on with you, man? Taylor Moton. Now, you guys knew how I felt about Taylor Moton last year. The eye test aspect of Taylor Moton. When I looked at Taylor Moton, and this could have been because, we just had a bad overall coaching staff. It could have been that, but Taylor Moton, to me, didn't look his best, even though his PFF grade was pretty good. A lot of snaps last year. I'm gonna show you guys. Still in all, I think the whole entire offensive line wasn't ran properly, right? And this is normally what happens, in job businesses and stuff like that, when you have a hierarchy of management, right? So you have the workers, then the manager, then the supervisor over the manager, then that person reports to somebody. If there isn't continuity, or if there isn't some type of, structure that everybody follows, if there's a kink in it, production is going to show that somewhere down the line. And I believe that ours was exposed because of bad coaching, right? Bad coaching and bad culture. Here in Carolina, up under Frank Wright, which ultimately turned into the Chris Tabor and Thomas Brown show. All right, so we know about all of that. We are going to look at Taylor Moton's PFF from 2023 and weigh it against 2024. And I think that you guys will be thoroughly impressed. And of course, the determining factor is always going to be the money. The money is the biggest thing. And just full disclaimer, Taylor Moton is a $31 million cap hit on the cap this year. Okay. Shout out to Scott Fitterer and Suleiman for doing this each and every year. So much to the point that Taylor Moton has 3 voided years on his contract. And we'll get into what voided years mean and all that good stuff, all that quote unquote legal jargon. We'll get into all of that. But first and foremost, real quick, what up, Daz? Good to see you, man. Riz B, what's up, man? What's going on with your Nick Tri-State? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope everybody's having an amazing Sunday, all right? Now, let's get into Taylor Moton's PFF real quick. And I think you guys will be thoroughly impressed seeing the production from Taylor Moton. Now, Taylor Moton's 2023 grade. Let me make sure that it is okay. It is pulling up on the StreamYard. So let's go back here. So Taylor Moton's overall grade was a 74.6, 24th out of 137 tackles. Pass blocking was 78.1. That's 22nd out of 137 tackles. Run 2023 was 65.6. That's 48th out of 137 tight ends. Now, season stats. Look at this number here. Look at this number. 1,108 snaps played in 2023. Now, I want you to remember that, okay? I want you to number. Tied for 5th. Well, not tied for 5th, but 5th out of 137 tackles. 4 penalties. 80th out of 137 tackles. Here's the big number here. Sacks allowed in 2023, 1. All right, 1. 33rd out of 137 tackles. Now, let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you. This is elite numbers here. This is pretty good. I mean, you can't get much better than this. I mean, you can, but considering the year that we had here in Carolina, you numbers wise, you can't get much better than this. This is pretty good here. In a season in which, Bryce Young suffered 62 sacks, was pretty bad. You know, it was pretty bad. So let's 23 to 2024, and let's look at the progress of Taylor Moton here. I told you guys, I want y'all to remember that 1,000 or 1,100 snaps. Here we go with Taylor Moton. This year, 42nd. He had 846 snaps this year. 42nd for 141 tackles. One penalty. Penalties went down. 41 tackles. One sack. So, I have the other numbers up top, but just looking at that right there, I mean, this brother right here is consistent. I'm not gonna lie to you, he's consistent. He missed maybe a half of a game in the game he got injured, and then the very next game he was out. I think that was against Atlanta. I mean, he's never missed a game up until that point. Talk about reliability, all right? So just with that right there, I mean, Taylor Moton has shown that he's, first of all, for a guy to get an extension and then have to get restructured, almost every doggone year. That's how you get to all these voided years on this contract right now. And to play the way that he's played numbers wise, I mean, you got to say that he's a team guy. You got to say that he's worth every penny that he's getting. I mean, he just is. He's performing well. And let's look at the numbers. Even this has improved. Overall grade of a 77.2, 21st out of 141 tackles. 79.8 pass blocking, 20th out of 141 tackles. And his run block grade has increased. 66.9, 53 out of 141 tackles. So, listen, out of all of the numbers here that we've just seen Taylor Moton have, even with less snaps, he's improved. Okay, he's improved. Hasn't given up no more than 2 sacks over the past 2 years. I mean, come on, that's pretty good. So let's move over to his contract situation, because we see that production is there. And if you was to just look at this on a blank slate, didn't know who Taylor Moton was, and just saw that, you would say, well, God dog, this is a pretty elite tackle here. Okay. If you did not know that this was Taylor Moton's numbers, you would say that. Okay. So let's head over to Taylor Moton's contract. I'm going to go to over the cap for this one here. First, we'll go to Sports Track. I just want to show you guys his, could have just share. Let's go to Sports Track first. All right, here you go. Taylor Moton's contract here, starting off from this still currently for, and as we transverse over to 2025 here. As you can see, Taylor Moton's cap hit this year coming up, the new league year, it's a cap hit of $31,347,916. That's a lot. That is a lot of money that's being absorbed by tackle. It just is. And it's attributed to what was done in years prior. I'll say this. And if you do, contractually to alleviate stress in the prior year when there's no imminent hope, possibly making a run at the playoffs, it's kind of futile. Be honest with you, because I think Taylor Moton got a extension, and we restructured him. I want to say maybe 2021 and 2022, maybe 20. I think it has happened like that. But you see here, he has not one, not two, but 3 voided years on his contract. What does voided years mean on someone's contract? I'll show you. When an NFL player has voided years on their contract, it means there are additional years listed at the end of the contract where the player will not actually play, but the contract still against team salary cap due to prorated signing bonuses and money being spread over those years. Essentially allowing the team to manipulate the cap by pushing some of the money into future. The player may no longer be on the roster. These voided years are considered placeholder years to spread out the impact on the current cap. Okay, so let's go back here. So based on this, let's say we allow Taylor Moton to play as is, $31 million cap hit this year, right? Taylor Moton next year would be an unrestricted free agent. And he can leave, maybe not play another snap. And we'll still be paying for Taylor Moton in 26 and in 27. Okay? Still be paying for him. This is because of poor management, poor accounting, poor future insight, only looking at the current situation, because of maybe stressors, from the owner at the time. Y'all know how your owner is, wanting to have an all-star, roster right now, get it done right now. And it's placed us in a position now where we can only do possibly 1 or 2 things with Taylor Moton. And I'm going to go to now. PPP and show you guys the actual tweet that I put inside the community section for, I think it's either Scott Filler or Scott, whatever his name is. Let me see here. Let me go to my channel real quick. Scott Fowler or somebody. Let me see who it is. All right, here we go. It was David Newton. Sorry, my apologies. It was David Newton. So let's go to this tweet here. And I'll show you guys the comments that you guys put on here as well. All right, this is what David Newton said. Something to keep an eye on. The Panthers will need to restructure the contract of right tackle Taylor Moton if they keep him. He currently has a $31 million and change cap hit. Should they release restructuring, it would save $17.7 million of a post-June 1st designation. All right, now real quick, we're going to just look at some of the comments, and I made a even comment on any other comments, right? Here you go. You got V8ER88 say, well, I know 17 million is a lot, but we finally built our own line. We can't got. Johnny South 9969 said Panthers for life may be restructuring. A Panther for life may be restructured, but got to take care of the big fella. Paul said give Taylor Moton a new extension, convert some salary to a bonus, add 2 dummy years for accounting purposes, get out the cap hit, or a new 3-year deal. I believe he was trying to say team has been consistent, or T-Mo has been consistent and reliable player with limited or missed games. I agree. He'll be 31 in August, and he takes great care of himself and still has 2 to 3 years solid play, I believe. Great assessment, man. Damian Martin. Cut him. We need you. And almost $20 million in cap savings would help the rebuild move along a lot faster. So here we go, an opposing view. Restructure would be the best. We don't have a right time to step in with his production. He said he stays. The real entertainment said I would like to see him stay, but maybe cut and resign Brady for right tackle. Eternal 252 said cut him. We rebuilding anyways. We're not Super Bowl bound, and I wouldn't keep just for the sake of playoff appearance. Okay. So those are some of the comments there. You had a couple replies, kind of interesting replies here from OSHA Carolina. God, you aren't the GM. Gabe Mack said facts. Gabe Mack said the Eternal. We get in the playoffs. Anything happen? And Brooklyn Boy 3323 said we finally built a great O-line and y'all want to cut him. I do understand using that money and rebuilding, but don't mess up what helped us succeed. We haven't had a good O-line since Super Bowl year. Okay. So let's go back to Taylor Moore's contract here. In over the cap. All right. So a lot of opposing views. Some say cut him. Some say let him stay. Some say extension. Some say restructure. Let's take a look at it. So here we go. We have Taylor Moton right here, and we show the current year coming up, which is 2025, $31 million. Next year's cap hit to be 4.8. Taylor Moton would have then, if this holds true, would have accomplished $85 million from the Carolina Panthers. Okay. So let's take a look at a post-June cut. A post-June cut will have $13.847 million in dead money, but the cap saving would be 17.5. Okay, and I believe that this 13 will go on to the next year's cap, if I'm not mistaken, or dead money. Okay, for 2026. It's a post-June cut. All right. What about a post-June? What about a restructuring? Zero dead money. We saved $12.183 million this season. Next year, we'll save 65. The year after that, we'll save 48 if you do a restructuring of his contract. Okay. And an extension would be 12.96. I think with everything done, roster bonus wise, we're close to 17, if I'm not mistaken. So, given all that, we've seen his production. I just showed you guys the production of Taylor Moton. Showed you his numbers from 2023 to 2024. We went over, some of the things that, might help the team, looking at Taylor Moton's history with the team, how he was willing to, do all this, which ultimately placed the Panthers themselves in this situation. Taylor Moton, being just a team guy. So I'm going to be honest with you. For me personally, I will say you keep Taylor and you give him the extension or structuring. You sit him down at the table and you allow this to be the last time that, okay? Don't come back to the table later on trying to redo any of this stuff over again. I think at this point, if you give him a 3-year, Taylor Moton would be close to like 34, 35 maybe. Okay? You allow this last time right here to be the settlement of everything, okay? We need Moton. To be honest with you, this is the first time that I've seen this offensive line be so what's the word? Have continuity 3-6. It's the first time that we've seen it in a minute, where everything just seems like, the actual blueprint that we just saw, the Great Wall of Carolina, anchored by on the right side by Taylor Moton, and I feel strong that going into this next year with Taylor Moton, and seeing what the Panthers are going to build onto from a schematic standpoint, I think it'll be even better than what we saw in 24. This might end up being his best year up under a stable situation. He really hasn't had a stable situation in a minute. He really hasn't. And I think that we're just on the cusp right now of seeing how great Dave Canellis can be with a guy like Moton protecting Bryce Young, our future, in my opinion, future franchise quarterback. So with that being said, Tri-State, what's up, man?
What up?
Nothing much, man.
What's goody? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing wonderful, man. Doing wonderful. You came right on in when I was finishing up my opening, my opening talks, man. How you feel about what I said, and what's your thoughts on T-Mode?
I'm a fan of re-signing him. For like you just pointed out, the production can't be denied. We're looking at a guy who's played almost 2,000 snaps the last 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
He's only had 5 penalties and 2 sacks. So that's elite.
That's elite, bro.
That's elite level stuff. So
that's elite. Yeah.
When he originally signed his contract, it was for what, 17.5 mil. If you look, I was looking at it earlier. There are guys, if you do re-sign them, you're probably gonna have to give them more than that 17.5 mil.
Okay.
For the simple fact of the production, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
his agent's not gonna be an idiot. Obviously, him and his agent, the numbers speak for themselves. So
Right.
the better you are, the more you're gonna get paid. Obviously, as we know. But the top guys are at like 25 million, 27 million at right tackle. So due to the age, I don't know if I'd give him that. I'd be hesitant to give him that. But for 22 mil, lock him up, man.
Lock him up.
Yeah.
Lock him up.
Little 2-year, $45 million deal extension. Convert some of that 31 million to a signing bonus. Take off the cap hit. I mean, it makes sense.
And you let that be this time you fool with Taylor Moton. You let that be the last time, man, because point right here, he's going to be almost into his mid-30s, if not already there. I mean, we're getting good production out of a guy who got arthritis, And
oh man, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting good production out of him now. And
I don't know. Actually, coming to think of that now, I forgot. Is that confirmed that he has arthritis in his arm?
Yeah, it has been confirmed. Here, let me see. It has been confirmed. Taylor Moton, arthritis. Yeah, it has been confirmed. Let me see.
Yeah, that's kind of. Yeah, that's kind of tricky now, Prime. When you think of that.
Well, how it really depends on how well he's playing. With that. If it's not bothering him, go ahead.
But it's something that will bother him, and the older he gets, the more he plays, the more it's gonna bother him. And I'm not saying all football players are meanies and mean guys, but some guys will look at that as use that as a point of attack. Like when they come off the edge, they're gonna punch you in the arm because they know you got arthritis. You know what I mean? So hesitant,
I'm trying to
man.
see. You're hesitant with it. I'm trying to pull up his injuries here. It ain't many.
Arthritis ain't no
It's
joke.
yeah, arthritis is no joke. Um, I'm trying to find offensive line force. Telemon's elbow. Telemon left with an elbow injury, did not return. Corbett, okay, that's talking about this year. I can't find anything off back, but has been said before. Taylor Moore had a tricep injury, returned back to practice. It's nothing that I could find off like on the first of like a search or whatever. But I do remember it being said multiple times. I need to do a little bit more digging on it. But hey, I mean, the one thing I always say is this, man. His production hasn't fled him, if that is the case. If it is the case and he does have it, his production hasn't fled him because of it. Playing all those snaps, I mean, shoot, he's played. How many snaps has he played in his whole career? Taylor Moton career snaps. Let me see here. Yeah, how many snaps has he played? They got to be in Pro Football Focus. Career logs. I mean, shoot, just looking at his, I mean, he's only missed, shoot, a little bit of games, man. He missed 3 games this season. Yeah, I mean, he's probably well over 3,000 freaking snaps, man. So, I mean, hey, for me personally, guys, I'm being honest with you, when I'm looking at a Taylor Moton, I think the smartest thing to do is not disrupt this offensive line. Riz B, he said if he was on the Chiefs with those numbers, he would have been an all-pro. So I don't understand why people are so ready to get rid of him. That's interesting take, man. Daniel Berry Sports, what's up, man? Don, what's up, man? He said, we keep Taylor this long. Why the heck will we let CMC and DJ Moore go? God dang, PPP. Hey, man, bad management of players, man. D Cash, what's up, man? He said, look at the Chiefs right tackle. Let them get Moton. If y'all, yeah, I know. Their right tackle was horrible this past season. ERH, Domex, what's up, man? He said it's more than worth it. I agree with you. He has a very good year. He's available and not injury prone. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Let's see here. Gabe, what's up, man? He said that man deserves every penny. What's up, Unc? Unc said, what? Andre, what's up, man? He said, yeah. What's up, man? Tri-State said, re-sign that man. He played almost 2,000 snaps last 2 years and only allowed 2 sacks. Yeah, I mean that's basically where I'm hinting at, guys. He's a bona fide, elite right tackle, man, with those type of numbers. So look at a little bit more to comments. Gabe Mack, he barely gets hurt. We can't replace him for a cheap injury. Now, I'm glad you said that, Gabe. You guys know that we did sign someone to a future deal. If I can go back, let's go back to PPP real quick. We did sign a player to future deals. I believe it was a tackle, if I'm not mistaken.
Prime, I'll be back on in like 30, 40 minutes. I got to bring my daughter to her baby mom. I'll be back.
Do you think?
Yes, sir, bro.
Think? All right. We did sign a guy to future deals. Let me see if I can pull it up. And also, guys, remember, we do have Josh Neiman as well. Someone who was kind of thrown into a situation. I think he was still hurt. When we did bring him on. I'm going to find real quick the actual, let's see here. That's a former player. No, that ain't it. Roster moves. Let's see here. We brought in the team signed Washington wideout Bryson Tremaine. That's not it. It's another guy that we did bring in. There's another person that we brought in. Find it, guys. Is it right here? Let's see here. Nope. That's not it. That ain't it right there. But last year, Josh Neiman wasn't the Josh Neiman that we've seen, or no, the player that we got actually from the Green Bay Packers. When he came in, it wasn't the best showing. I have a slight memory in my mind that he may have gotten injured again. I just can't remember. But it wasn't something that was like, oh man, when he came into the game, that it was like, oh man, I'm so glad that we actually got Josh Neiman, man. It was a little bit of man, like this guy has not shown why we actually got him. So for me personally, I think that's a position that we might have to maybe entertain in the draft. We might have to. I might have to just go to the Panthers. I may have to just go to the Panthers. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, because I can't find the guy who we actually re-signed here to future deals. Yeah, and I'm all the way back down to when I eclipsed 3,000 subs, so I know that was about a month ago. I think it was before that. Yeah. No, it was definitely after that. Okay, cool. I ain't gonna look. I'll just go to the Panthers website and look at that stuff. But we need some help when it comes down to the Panthers tackle position. Let me see if I can pull up the depth chart here or the roster. Let's see if I can pull up the roster. Let's see here. We have who we have at tackle. Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. And I'm just kind of doing this on the fly right now, just so you guys can kind of see here. Okay. Who we have at offensive tackle. So tackle, they go Iquanu. Let's see who else. Okay, Taylor Moton, they go Josh Neiman. I want this is going to give me practice squad as well. I might come look at tackle Brandon Walton. I wonder is he still on the team? Let's see. Brandon Walton is still on the team. Brandon Walton. Panthers. Let's see. Okay, Brandon Walton, experience 3 years. Let's see here. Yeah, looks like he is team here. I don't know where he came from. I'm trying to see right now. He's in his 3rd season. He played with Pittsburgh. He was drafted to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then he played. Okay, how can that be? It says 2021 to 2022. He must have got traded to from Pittsburgh to the Bucks, maybe. Yeah, that could have been was. So he must have been drafted to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then maybe mid-season went to 21 to 24, and now he's with Carolina now. 6'5", 3 pounds. Okay, so that's the other tackle we have. So that's 4. Let's see, and then that there. Let's see if I can look up Panthers practice squad. So Brandon, let's look up transactions here. Okay. Sign the kicker. Okay. Panthers add defense, wide receiver, and says 2 more to future contracts. Let's see this article here. This seems probably around the time. Okay, the Panthers add 2 more players to the roster. They signed the linebacker and a tight end. This isn't anything about what you call it, but okay. So I have to look and see who's on our pod and kind of get an idea of that. But as you guys can see, man, that offense is going to be that offensive line is going to be a dire need for us, or as far as the tackle position. We got to get more depth there at the tackle position. So let me drop this link, man. Anybody want to come up? I've been talking for 40 minutes. Provide IQ, what's up, man? We will be fools to get rid of him. That's a fat man. Antonio McClinhan, what's up, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? Zach, what's up, man? He said give him 2 or 3 year contract. I think that's a smart thing to do. Give it to him. You know, he deserves it. Just like I always say that Robert Hunt performing the way he performed, I think it's warranted that you give him that type of contract. You feel me? Shout out to Elaine, man, for that super sticker, man. Don't let Elaine be the only one, man, to show love to the channel. If you're rocking with the channel, man, I do have it pinned at the top. The Cash App is PanthersPrime1. Help us reach our goal of $100 per live, man, and fan donation or subscriber donations. If you're rocking with the channel, you feel me? Show some love. Super chat, super stickers all the way to go. If you got any questions you want just answered, you know, boom. We'll stop what I'm doing. I'll answer those questions, man. Shout out to D Cash. He said, Fats, keep him. Next year you'll find a right tackle. Out draft, don't make it a hole this year. That's a fat man. T Cole, what's up, man? He said extend 3 years with 2 voided years. Okay. PBP, what's up? What up, Joseph? What's good, man? Trail 25 said if he was on a winning team, he would be all pro. That's a fact. He said that's why he wears the brace. Yep. Talking about the arthritis. Yep. That's why I said get his replacement. He turned 252. You said get rid of him too now. You said get rid of him. Gabe Matt, don't overthink it. Team will laugh at that and pay that man, and we will be we're gonna be looking stupid. That's a D Cash. Would we be doing him wrong by letting go to a contender before his career is done? Because here's the thing about it. You got to think about the NFL. Like, I'm not supposed to be, as the NFL entity. Let's say, for instance, I am the Carolina Panthers. If I draft a player, that player is supposed to be for the exclusive use of the Carolina Panthers. Okay. And I understand the thought process of, allowing a guy to a he can probably compete, but my thoughts as the entity is I'm trying to compete. So I understand, the aspect of allowing him to go to another team, for that guy to compete. But I'm not in the business to, my trade-off for you playing is me paying you. That's my trade-off. You get paid to play for the Carolina Panthers. And, there are some instances where teams feel, okay, we're going to allow you the opportunity we're going to tell you now that we're going to give you the opportunity, to go and search or whatever. But make no that we're not going around here just saying, hey, man, go ahead and go find you, a place where you can probably go get you a ring at. I'm trying to get a ring here. So I don't think it'd be bad to say, we're going to keep Taylor Moton for his whole entire career. No, that's what you get paid. Taylor Moton is getting paid, I showed y'all, $83 million. Okay, if everything goes as planned, he will $83 million from the Carolina Panthers from year to date. Okay, so yeah, it's the contract fans are worried about with Moton. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's going to be addressed. I'm pretty sure of that. What up, Tyree Ross? What's up, man? He said, I want to keep him. He's reliable. That's the best ability. That's a fact. The best ability is availability. And that's why I think J.C. Horn at 1 year, because we all knew J.C. Horn was that guy. I was very, very slow in my position with J.C. Horn. I even started talking about it last year. Was J.C. Horn a bust? And I don't think he was, and he's proven that he's not with playing a full entire season. So, yeah, I think his best ability is availability in this regard. Big Tight, what's up, man? 336 Boston, PvP, T-Mote and Shaq. I do not want T-Mote and Shaq gone. Maybe just Shaq. I don't want T-Mote gone. I think T-Mote can stay. Shaq can go. Rock Jones, what's up, man? He said, what's up, Sheriff? Keep pounding, fella. That's a fact, man. Zach, what's up, yo? He said, I'm happy we got Brent Tillis. Dude will be able to get to fix this with Taylor Moe, and that's a fact, man. It's a fact. T. Cole, what's up, man? Pull that Yosh Neiman. No, we're not gonna pull Yosh Neiman tape up, man. And yeah, I honestly don't think Yosh Neiman was actually healthy when he came back. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think he was fully ready. I think everything last year was a rush job. Everything last year was a rush job. We rushed Miles Sanders out there week 1 against Atlanta, 2023. We rushed some other players out there. We just did a lot of things that I felt were just malpractice, in the words of Frank Wright. Just malpractice. So, yeah, we're not going to do Yosh like that. Looking at Neiman sacked alive, we better keep Yeah, but see, when he was with Green Bay, man, here's the thing. This is another indicator, man, that teams foster good play because they set a foundation. And if you know football like how I know football, the Green Bay Packers are a good team with a good foundation. Yosh Neiman looked good when he came in for, the Green Bay Packers. It's hard to come in when your foundation is so shaky. It's hard to come in and do that. There's no stability, in the team. So you're kind of going off of, what you've been doing. And sometimes that's not even good enough because no one else is at that same level in which you are at. So assignments get missed. People come unguarded, quarterback, and the blame gets placed on you. So, it's kind of difficult. I'm not going to shoot Yosh Neiman in the leg right now. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hope going forward he can actually produce, up under Frank. Not Frank, right? Up under Dave Canella. So, yeah. Nadar, what's up, man? He said, I'm sorry, Nadar. I believe it's Nadar. Signed Timo 2 years and draft somebody in 26. Draft his replacement. We need him. That's a fact, man. Zach, what's up, man? He said, use our lads. It shows up all. Okay. I got you. I'll take a look at that. Move Moen to left and Icky and let Icky go. Romass be saying the crazy. Hey, Icky Ekwonu actually played really, really well this past year, man. He really did, and I think he's I don't think Icky's going anywhere. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Icky's gonna be here. He played well this year. gets those false starts down, you know, more consistently good, I think that Icky will be here for a minute. You know, I think he will be. I think he's coming up to his. Let's see, is this his fourth year right here? I think this is his fourth year right here. So Icky's going into a contract situation, contract year. He get your option. It's interesting. What's going to happen? I think it's going to come down to how he plays this year. Excuse me. I think it's going to come down to how he plays this year, whether or not we keep Icky, give him a fifth year or give him a contract. You know, another 3, maybe 4. How old is Icky? Let me see. How old is Icky? Icky Kwanu. Panthers age. He's 24 years old. So, you know, I mean, I wouldn't mind giving Icky. So he's 24. He'll probably when is his birthday? Let's see. So he'll be 25 this year. He'll be 25. 3 years, he'll be 28. I think he'll still be playing pretty decent football. Give him 3-4 years. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get in him. Javon Pettigrew, what's up, man? He said we can't. He said we got to pay him. He deserves it. Okay, he does deserve it. Eternal 252, Scott Federer, Scott effed any hopes of us contending for about another 1 to 2 years. We got to commit to a full rebuild. No, I don't think so. If it's about money, we can fix money. If it's about money, we can fix money. Production's not the problem. The money is the problem. The money can be fixed. The money can be fixed all day long, you know, so I'm not worried about the money. Moton probably one of our best linemen ever. I wouldn't say that, but he's pretty good. We got to keep him. Silverback, what's up, man? He said, what to do, PP? What's up, Silverback? Good to see you, man. Javon said, we just need another good elite piece to fix the defense. We honestly finna start winning. That's a fact. We about to start winning. Panthers going to the playoffs this year. You know, that's my bold prediction, guy. Panthers are going to the playoffs. I'm not backing down off of that. We're going to the playoffs. Y'all want these stars from free agency with no money. No, we don't. And Eternal 252, man, please stop saying somebody lying, because that reference was a reference of me being a lying pastor. I saw it. So, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't want to see that nowhere else in my chat, man. Somewhere somebody lying. I don't want to, bro. Be honest with you, man. I don't want to see that no more. Gabe Mack, did y'all forget how good the Eagles defense look? We need to keep him. That's a fact, man. Javon Pettigrew got chances and do something great. Yeah, that's a fact, man. Hey, 336. Always be tripping, man. Always. I don't know what romance got going on, man. Y'all think Icky played good because he had nowhere to go but up? No, he could have went down. He listen, we all said that Bryce Young's first year, there was no way for him to get worse. Then we saw game 1, game 2 this year, and it got worse. Yeah, I'm not. Nah. He could have got worse, bro. He really could have. Could have gotten worse. All right, so I'm not gonna say that he played good because there was nowhere else to go but up. No, it could have went down. It could have went straight down. It could have went through the ground. Yeah, it keep going on for his fourth year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We need to get Tyler Warren and fix the defense. And with free agency, we're going to the playoffs. Okay, I'm not a Tyler Warren fan as far as the draft position, but I mean he is a decent player. He is a decent player. He said if we get Tyler Warren, playoffs. So all right, Demetrius, what's up, man? Said gotta keep him. Django, what's up, man? He said expect an extension in the 90 million guaranteed range. That brings his 2025 cap hit down to somewhere between 8 and 15 mil. How many years, Django? How many years are you saying? 80 million guaranteed range. Well, I wish I had 80 million guaranteed. Hey, go out there and be a left tackle for somebody, man. Shoot. Only if David Tepper would stay out of football operations moving forward, we are fine. He's been doing that. That's why we've been successful. He's definitely been doing that. Actually, as far as consistency, he's one of our best ever. Yeah, he's been doing good. He said I didn't know that. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Javon Pettigrew, negative. We didn't fix our poor defense. Defense is going to be a huge point here. Okay, you said 4 years, Django. Okay, I got you. Roadmaster, where he said if Icky got worse, we would have been holding Bryce on. We would. Yeah, I mean, listen, it could have got worse. Icky could have gotten worse. He really could have. I mean, it could have been false starts and blown assignments galore. But shout out to Harold Goodwin. I think it's Goodwin. Harold Goodwin and the other offensive line coach, man, that came in, really solidified and got that offensive line on a good leg. Okay. Got them playing really, really well. Not to mention the $150 million men that are up there on that 100 because Damian Lewis got 30 mil, 130. Is it 150? 130. I think it's 130. I think it's 130. $130 million, I think. Didn't Damian Lewis get 30 mil? Damian Lewis Panthers contract. I thought he got 30. No, 53. I'm sorry. Man. 4 years, 3. Okay, my bad. I thought it was 3 years, 30 mil. No, it's 4 years, 53. So yeah, $153 million on the offensive line. It's paying off pretty well. The best $153 million spent, in my opinion. What up, little bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Carolina boy 803. 1 TE is not enough. It's not going to make that much of PvP. 1 TE is okay. Yeah, what that mean? 1 TE. It's not going to make that much of a difference to me, PvP. What's TE? Tell me what's TE so I can understand what you mean by that. Javon Pettigrew, what's up, man? He said we can still get a good piece in the second or third or fourth in free agency for our defense and still get Tyler Warren. Man, I do not want Tyler Warren, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. 8. Yeah, tight end. I'm sorry, tight end. Excuse me. I see the other comment now. Yeah, tight end. My bad, yo. We taking corner first or second round. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think we go either edge first round or defensive interior. I mean, you just have to. I mean, you just have to. Yeah, you just have to, in my opinion. I don't see why you would neglect, to bolster up your defensive line at all. I don't get it. I don't understand the thought process behind getting something that you want to have instead of addressing something that you need to have. You know, you want to have a PS5, but you need to get your oil change. Because if you don't get to work, how you gonna pay your other bills? But you got a PS5 at the crib. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Yeah, but weak point of our offense though. Tight end is not a weak point of our offense. It really isn't. He just wasn't utilized a lot this year. That's all. That's all. He said we only have one tight end. 150 million. Yep. Mm-hmm. He said if Tet and TW was there at 8, Panthers, the Panthers will take Tet. You know, I'm not too opposed to taking Tet. I think Tet will help out Bryce Young, but I'm cool if they pass on Tet and we go defense. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am. Now Tet McMillan would be I would make an exception for Tet McMillan. I would make an exception for Tet McMillan. If we drafted Tet at 8, or if we traded back with another team like Indianapolis or Seattle or whatever, got an additional pick, so that we're still here at, we're still at a good amount of picks for defense. I'm totally fine with that. I really am. We never drafted a first-round tight end in Panthers history. What up, Be Good? He said the Panthers choose an offensive player in the first round. I'm here to laugh at y'all suffering. It's your suffering too, Be Good, because you're going to be right here talking Panthers football with us on wonderful podcast. So, yeah, you're going to be right here, man. We need DI, not a – okay, I got you. Yeah, we do. We need to change the culture. We never have drafted a first-round tight end. Why do we need to drop – we need to change it right now? Yeah, just because it's never been done, that doesn't mean you need to do it. That doesn't make any sense, my brother. All right, Demetrius, links in the chat, man. That seems slow to me. Tyler Warren is better. 336 says Tet is the pick. All right, reports came out. Shout out to Eternal 252 for that super chat. Report came out that we might get Darius Slayton and draft defense. It's gonna be a lot of reports. Like we just broke down yesterday George Pickens' possibility of coming to Carolina, which is a plausible scenario given the amount of money that's owed from him from Pittsburgh. It's a real plausible idea. It's only $3.35 million that he's owed. And the one thing I want y'all to realize is this, man. We don't have to. We're not obligated to give him nothing more than what he got right now. If we decide to make this trade, we don't have to give him nothing more than what he's owed right now. All we're doing is taking over that contract. Now, if we wanted to, we can, but we're not obligated to. And people will say, well, PvP, he may be a diva. I think the Carolinas has this thing about, players that are rough around the edges based on the era that we're in, the Bible Belt, the good boys, stuff like that. Man, football is football. And I'm cool with, as long as I don't care, man. If you look how we look. Well, I know this is very, very fresh, but look at how Steve Smith, football-wise, okay? Football-wise, look at how rough he was around the edges. Like we need that. We need that here in Carolina. We need that type of player here in Carolina. You feel me? Javon said we never seen Tyler Warren. I'm I think you guys are boosting Tyler Warren up too much, man. Be good as a dang is a dang Paler fan. Start that BS. He's with us. Yeah, he is. He is. What up, Dom? He said listening from work. That's what's up, man. Relax and talk sports. What's up, man? Tyler Warren isn't it. I agree with you. I agree that he isn't it. Try to hop on. I'm having issues with the link. All right, guys, I'm going to drop the link inside the community section of PPP. I'm gonna drop it inside the community section right now. Give me like less than 20 seconds. I'm gonna drop that link inside the community section for you guys. It's gonna be the very first link that you see inside the post here. Let's see here. Boom. All right. It's in the chat. I mean, it's in the post right now. Just go to the community section of PBP. The link to hop on is there. It is there. Gabe Mack, what's up, man? He said Darius Slayton is not a bad move, though. Carolina Boy said Javon Pettigrew, why you think we never drafted a tight end in the first? That's a good question. 336 Boston, I'm off the ship till the quarterback midget is gone. No, sir. We done locked you into the bottom of the ship, man. Down there with what's his name? You're down there in the ship right now with Kelvin Benjamin, Ray Caruth. You're down there with Steve Smith. You know, all the problem players. You're down there with them right now. And once we start winning, we're going to go down there after we give y'all 23 and 1. You know, 23 hours lockdown, 1 hour to kind of do what you want to do. We're going to ask you, do you like Bryce Young? And you're going to see the record. And you're going to love the record. And you're going to say, PPP, I am a Bryce Young fan. They're going to let you up. No strings attached. And you're going to get a Bryce Young jersey as you come up from the darkness. Okay? Yeah, you're going to get a Bryce Young jersey as you out from the darkness, from the abyss of the bowels of the ship. Okay? Tyler Wants makes everyone's job easy, fellas. Okay, that's an assumption. But hey, I can't take anything. Try to hop on, but I'm having issues. I just dropped it inside the community section. If you go to the homepage of Panthers Prime Podcast, click onto the link. It should bring you straight here. Guys. Dom, why are we guys? If you're having issues with the link, just type in StreamYard, and then the last little part of that StreamYard, you got to just type it all in. So put in StreamYard.com/E4JB86F. Just type it in, and you should be good there. There go Demetrius. What's up, man?
What up, big homie? What's going on with you?
Oh, man, I'm trying to hang in here, man. Just chilling, man. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. I had to hop up here. Come on, PPP. You know you one of the real ones with the analysis and everything, man. I need you to give my boy Taylor Moton his respect, man.
I did give him his respect.
Look,
I did.
Nah, bro. You say he wasn't one of the best ever. Look, I ain't talking. And look. I get it because I'm not talking about his like top end ability. What I'm talking about is as far as his consistency with him hitting as a 4th round pick, and I think he was a 4th round pick out of like one of the like Western something. But anyway, with him hitting and with him being basically a starting caliber lineman since 2017, as far as consistency, as far as year in and year out, just always being there, always being dependable. He might be our best left tackle. Think about Jeff Ota. Injured, wasn't there. Darrell Williams had an all-pro year, injured, wasn't there. Mike Remmers, we saw what happened to him in the Super Bowl. Honestly, Taylor Moton is probably one of the only picks that Gettleman straight up hit on. That was a Gettleman pick. I think he was out of Western Michigan, but I don't know. Don't like quote me on it.
Yep. Well, he Michigan, but you're 2 rounds a little too late. He was a 2nd round pick.
Second? Okay.
Yeah, pick 64 overall. But I mean, still, I mean, I don't think he's The I think he's in a class of good, tackles. I would say, or
No.
offensive
I think
line.
he is. I think he
Yeah,
is. He's never been a top 3 tackle, but I'm just talking about Panthers history as far as like what we've had at the tackle position.
yeah,
Because think about it,
yeah.
1 year for like a 2-3 year period, it felt like we had Byron Bell and we were switching him between right and left. We saw how that went. Um, so yeah, I'm just a fan, and I think to your point and the point that all of us have been making, for us to not bring Taylor Moton back to give Bryce that familiarity, it would be the worst thing ever. I think right now you got to improve the defense, keep Bryce's line together. Prayerfully everybody stays healthy, but you improve the defense, keep Bryce's line together, and find some way to at least add a spark to the offense. And
Mm-hmm.
and I think we get that playoffs that me and you've been talking about.
So, do you believe that the Panthers should go ahead and run maybe with that first pick on an offensive piece?
No, sir.
Why is that?
No, sir, not at all. The only way because it's situational for me. As far as if you're telling me that we're gonna use the eighth pick on offense, I'm with you. I think Tyler Warren is way too rich at 8. I might not even take him at 15. You know what I'm saying? But I
Mm-hmm.
think he's way too rich at 8. But the only way I could see us like it making sense where everybody's not gonna jump out the building is if we go heavy free agents, if free agency is pretty much all defense. Like if you're telling me that we're gonna get a big burly nose tackle and another interior lineman, and then we'll get an edge rusher or something. And I know we're not gonna be able to bring in stars at all 3 of them, but we can get at least one game changer out of that group of 3, and then we're gonna take Ted McMillan. I think that's good for us. But if you're telling me like we're not really gonna move the needle defensively, and we're just gonna pick up Ted at 8, I really don't see how it's going to result in a whole lot of like overall improvement. Honestly, and I'm gonna make this final point, PPP. The only way I could see this working is if they're thinking for like the next year, we need to play like the '09 Saints when they won the Super Bowl. And what I meant by that was they scored so many points per game, it made it basically made the other offense predictable because you knew they was going to have to pass to keep up with Drew Brees. So
Right.
maybe they think that that's a way that we could take some of the pressure off the defense. And if we got a touchdown lead or a 10-point lead or a 2-score lead, a 14-point lead, maybe that's one of their strategies for actually fixing the defense. But nah, I wouldn't go him at 8 unless we went crazy in free agency on defense.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, guys, we over an hour in, man. Make sure that you double tap the screen if you're not subscribed to Panthers Prime Podcast. Make sure that you do so. Become a member also. It's only $3.99 a month. It's cheaper than that bagel that you had this morning before you went to church or before you went out there and ran on the track today. It's cheaper than all that. Also help us reach our goal of $100 per live and fan love, man, and subscriber donations to the Cash App. Cash App is PanthersPrime1. Venmo is PanthersPrime1 as well. Do me also this one favor. At the bottom of your screen, there's a couple of little options there. You have, let's see here, you have a smiley face for the chat. Then you box here. Yeah, I know you guys are probably wondering what that gift box is. Give Demetrius a floating heart, or a thumbs up, or a flower, or a sundae, maybe a marshmallow high five, maybe a laughing disco.
I'm good with the thumbs up. I'm good with the thumbs up.
If you can even, if you want to go big, give them some fireworks. I'm talking about the gifts down there at the bottom. Show love and appreciation to the channel, man, by throwing some gifts up there in the chat, man. The channel out, of course, it's another form of donating to the channel as well. Heck, you can give me a guitar. Yeah, I know I play guitars. A guitar, maybe a trophy cake. Yeah, that's an option as well. Whatever you do, just do it.
Where we at on the goal, PPP?
Oh, we haven't even really touched the $100 at all of fan love.
All right, hang on. I'm about to cash up you right now, bro. I'm about to see you.
Oh man, I appreciate you, man. Of course, you guys know that this is fully, voluntary if you want to do it. And I think I fostered enough of a audience that the product that I give out, man, it warrants that. And if no one else was going to believe in yourself or believe in you, you should believe in the product that you give out. And so that's why I do this. If you're rocking with the channel, you're rocking with the content, you want to show love, that's how you can do it. And shout out to Demetrius, man, for voluntarily deciding to donate to the channel, man. Don't let him be the only one. Shout out to Elaine and also to Eternal 252, man, for showing love to the channel. Now, when we talk about this draft coming up, and I totally hear what you're saying about going free agency wise with the defensive pieces, right? And the one thing I would like to probably take a look at is this. Currently, right now, we ain't got enough money to be doing no free agency signings, like big ones. We just don't. I think we got maybe $9 million that we can probably spend, on free agency, and everything else we kind of gotta, take care of our rookie contracts. We got a lot of picks. Don't know how we're gonna pay them all as of right now, but the Taylor Moton extension, or either restructuring or either releasing, is going to free up some money. And I think that nothing's going to start moving until that happens. So I'm expecting a Taylor Moton transaction to happen very, very soon, man. I'm expecting either extension, by by March. So in between March 12th, March 14th, or whatever, because I think he's owed $3 million roster bonus. The third day of the league, if I'm not mistaken. I think he gets a $3 million roster bonus. So something's going to have to happen very, very soon for us to feel confident that we have money for these free agents coming in. Shout out to Drip Man for that $5 super sticker as well, man. Yeah, shout out to you for that, man. Michael Axon, what's up? How you feeling, man? Good to see you, my dude. Good to see you, man. Dimitri, think about that, man. Think that they're going to do something with Taylor Moton before the new league year starts, or will it kind of be like a delayed process? What your thoughts on that?
No, they will. They're gonna do that just off the fact. Hang on for a second. They're gonna do that just off the fact that that Taylor Moton has been consistent and he's been a model president of the franchise. Think about it. He's been here through all the years. We ain't been to the playoffs since 2017. With the year he was drafted, you never heard no murmurs, never heard no peeps. So I think they're just gonna extend him after that. Also, just to bring it in, I know you didn't bring this up, but I think we're gonna see the Taylor Moton extension after we see the JC Horn extension because I think he makes 14 or 15 guaranteed right now, so it's a 15 or whatever his amount is. That's the cap it.
Okay. I hear you on that. Let's see here. Where we at with the comments? Gabe Mack says, I kind of hope we do make that Darius Slayton trade. You like Darius Slayton, huh? Okay, we'll see how it works out, man. I'm not too sure. He said Sanders was a rookie. Yeah, he was a rookie. Javon Pettigrew said Tyler Warren had 13 or 1,200 yards as a tight end. Him on our offense, Bryce Young throwing 14. All right, well, Javon, when it comes to Tyler Warren, you got to remember that the whole entire Penn State offense, in my opinion, ran through Tyler Warren. So, I mean, if you're force feeding the guy, i.e., what most people would say, especially my brother Elaine, this theory, when you force feed a guy, of course he's going to have a lot of yards. We saw year one with Bryce in 2023 have over 100. I mean, have over 1,000 yards receiving. So there is some truth to what Elaine was saying last year about Adam Thielen. The thing about it is Tyler Warren coming into a system, an NFL system now. He is going to be a short-handed tight end. I'm not going to lie to you. He is. He's good. Issue I have the assumption that he's going to be just this juggernaut of a player as soon as he enters in. And I think that
Right.
has the hopes of a lot of people, kind of skewed to a certain extent. I think that there will be some regression, not in the player's play, but because it's not, we're not force feeding him. You got Adam Thielen, you got Jalen Coker, you got Excel, you got Chuba Hubbard, you possibly will have Miles Sanders and still Jatavian Sanders, who's a veteran. So, yeah, I mean, I think you guys got to look at it along the scheme of, man, if the Panthers did pick up a Tyler Warren, we see his skill set. I mean, he won't be catching passes, and trips left, running a freaking, screen. I doubt that happens. I seriously doubt that happens.
Right.
And yeah, or you see him blocking up the, catching getting direct snap, running up the A gap. I don't think that happens.
But this is the thing on PPP. The only issue is that he would be too rich at 8, and I agree with all your points. But here's the only reason he still might become a Panther. Our base offense is a 2 tight end system.
It is.
So it's like, does Dave Canales feel like he really I wouldn't hate it. I would just hate it at 8. Like, giving Bryce like 2 tight ends. You got the compliment to the Jatavian Sanders. That's a weapon right there. You know how hard it is to defend the double tight end. And then you got all the other weapons that you mentioned. I mean, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a possibility, man. Yeah, and we do run a 2 tight end system. I mean, that 8 pick is just so it's just so rich, and I don't think Tyler Warren warrants that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think he wants that. He said our dead cap situation is terrible. CJ, it is. It is.
They playing them for next year. They're pushing everything to next year, yo.
They're pushing everything to next year when we got over 100 and something million cap. That's what they're doing. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Is there a time frame to kill the dead cap? That's
I think
I don't know.
The post June 1 cuts. I think if you depending on how you do it, post June 1, if you cut somebody, you can take a portion of it on this year's cap, and you can take a portion of it on next year's cap, if I'm remembering correctly.
And let me see, where's our dead money at real quick? Let me see here.
Look at over the cap. I think they got the cap with the I think they got the cap numbers with the with the increase.
Down at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Over the cap. Let's see. What's the Panthers dead money situation?
While we're on the cap, PPP, one of the things I was trying to say was I get that we have a low cap number in general, but just like you see the Saints and these teams that's always over the cap, they always maneuver. It's about how you spread out the sign-up bonus and you prorate it to lower the cap hit. So even though we don't have that many, we can probably make one major signing. This is where Brad Tillis is really gonna make his money. Because y'all see.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You was gonna say, who would I bring in?
Yes.
All right. So this is the thing. Let me explain. I am a proponent for fixing the front seven. I think we need a huge nose tackle, and I think we need edge rushers and probably one linebacker. However, based off what they're saying about what we need to run our system, like what Evero needs, and the report of us, possibly getting Slay and us.
Hey, Demetrius, you went out. Yeah, it sounded like he went out on us just now. Shout out to Eternal 252 for that other super. He had the worst defense, and these Negroes wanted to. I feel you on that. Don't listen to Javon. He said Bryce was 5. He said he was 5'12". Oh my goodness, man. Javon, you said that Bryce was 5'12", man. Hey, Demetrius, if you hear me, man, your audio went out on us, man. So you I couldn't hear nothing else that you were saying just now. You may have to drop out and come back in, my brother. Or or just let me know if you can respond to what to what I'm saying. Carolina Boy 803 man said we need to get the best value player at 8, not just Warren though. Okay, I think the best value player is based on your needs. Okay, guys, I think when you look at your needs of the team, that is where the actual best player is going to derive from. Okay, and in this regard, it's going to be, in my opinion, anything edge, anything defensive interior. All right, anything edge, anything defensive interior. Okay, Redman Boyd, what's up, man?
What up, player?
Oh man, I'm just hanging in here, man. Just chilling, man. How you feel about the whole Taylor Moton situation, man? And your thoughts on what I've said? If you heard, kind of what I've talked about it with Taylor.
Yeah, I think, man, that's one guy right there that should be. He should, man. We should keep him.
Okay.
He done put in some work, bro, and I'm pretty sure that I ain't gonna say he want to be a part of it, but I'm pretty sure he see where the team has came, and he been here long enough. So hopefully we keep him. If not, shit, kick rocks, save some money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. But it depends on how they looking at it, and I mean, and the only bad thing about it's not like we're in a position just to get rid of him anyway. So you know what I mean. We just had a good O-line year from the O-line, so it's kind of like, do you really want to mess it up, or
you really want to mess it up, bro?
Yeah, I think what they should do is man, that's why the draft is so important. You gotta draft for the future. You just can't be drafting for your needs all the time, and then everything else slip away from you, and you behind the 8 ball. So they need to start contributing to the future too. So maybe in those late picks, pick up some tackles, pick up some players that can ride the bench for a year and just develop them. And you just gotta stay on it. But I think Moton's gonna stay just because we're not in a position just to be like, we good without you. But and I'm pretty sure him and Robert Hunt, they got a decent little relationship going on, and they strong on that side. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna leave just because he got a Robert Hunt next to him, bro. And they did, man. Robert Hunt is nasty. That complimented Moton. Moton's always been a pretty reliable guy. He ain't just been trash or sorry. So I say you stick with him, bro. Just bite that bullet, but just work towards being more flexible in the future at that position.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, man. Well, shoot. I ain't gonna lie, man. I wasn't gonna be here long, man. I'll probably come back a little later. I got something that I gotta obligate myself to right here. Okay. Got with this Taylor Moton information here, man. We'll be back tonight, like I normally do. I normally run 2 lives a day now, so we'll be back a little bit later, man. And yeah, we're gonna talk about some stuff. Yep.
I couldn't get a hold to you on Twitter. You too famous.
Are you serious? Playing with me, man.
It wouldn't let me direct message you on there, but anyway, man, I appreciate yesterday, bro. And man, dude, I just
I don't know why. I don't got nothing that permits you from messaging me.
I guess because I ain't following you or something. I don't know. I'm following you, but you're not following me.
Well, hold on. Send me a message up under one of the recent hold on. No, you know what? What's your is it Boyd? It's Boyd something, right?
Yes. Chris Boyd 777.
Chris Boyd
on
777. Boom, following you back now.
Got like the wood.
All right. All right, cool.
But I'm gonna get at you, bro, because last night I read that whole man, bro. That man, it's all good, bro. But I appreciate that, and I'm gonna get at you on X. I appreciate you, bro, and I'll see you later, man.
Yeah, man. Most def, man. Most def. I appreciate you, Red man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, guys, man, we out, man. I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. This is your boy Demetrius with the PPP Panthers Prime Podcast, man. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go.